Let's get to our morning business report here. More drivers are choosing hybrids for their next car.
And experts are hoping today's jobs report could see a boost from the World Cup. Channel 3's Jane King live at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more. Good morning, Jane.
Hi, Teresa. Caitlin, good morning. Yes, the June jobs report today could be more robust than expected because of the World Cup, according to Goldman Sachs. Now, Goldman says that the soccer tournament could boost the numbers by 40,000 jobs last month. And those job gains would be concentrated at like bars, restaurants, and in transportation. That number comes out 8:30 this morning. Well, the Trump administration will not renew the USMCA trade deal. This is the new NAFTA, at least in its current form. So this begins a cycle of annual reviews of the deal that could result in the termination of it in a decade. The three nations, the U.S., Mexico, and Canada, are still holding talks over the deal. Canada and Mexico are major destinations for Connecticut's top exports, particularly transportation equipment and machinery and aerospace. Well, second quarter U.S. new vehicle sales show a sharp divide, with the automakers offering hybrid models largely outperforming those that don't. Toyota and Hyundai saw strong growth driven by hybrids, but GM saw 4% sales decline. They really only have one hybrid. It's a Corvette. Toyota, Hyundai, Honda, and Kia all saw bump up in sales. Okay, the Dow did hit a record high yesterday, but then cooled. Those semiconductor stocks continuing to cause some problems for the market. Investors also on the sidelines ahead of the jobs report today. Now, the markets will be closed tomorrow for the Independence Day holiday. Live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Back to you.